Hey class, today in math we're going to be talking about fractions. So what I wanted to begin with is showing you a picture. Now, many indigenous cultures all around the world use a sacred circle in their life teachings. Here in Turtle Island, also known as North America, we use the medicine wheel. And the medicine wheel is our whole circle of life. And in that sacred circle, everything is equal. Everything is balanced. Everything is interconnected. It's all parts of a whole. Now, you're probably thinking, Mrs. Kennedy, we were just talking about fractions. What does the medicine wheel have to do with fractions? Well, a fraction is just parts of a whole. That's literally what it is. So, when we're talking about the medicine wheel, we always begin with the directions, and we always begin with east. Now, all the teachings in the east, we have so many, in each direction we have so many teachings, but in the east is where we learn about new beginnings, about birth, about your spirit, about water, because that's where all life comes from. We talk about the eagle and the tobacco, and we talk about springtime, because that's when you see new babies being born, is in the spring. And the sunrise, because the sun rises in the east. And indigenous people, when they erect their teepees, the doors are always facing east. So east is very important in the medicine wheel teachings. And so talking about the east, or talking about fractions now, what does this look like? It looks like half of a circle, right? It's half of a whole. 1/2. 1/2 of a whole. Now, how would we write that as a fraction? Well, we were just talking about one piece, right? So we have 1. And how many pieces are there? How many of the same pieces are there? 2. Good job. So we have 1/2 is the same as 1/2. Now, this top number, we have this top number, we have a bottom number with a horizontal line in the middle. That top number is called the numerator. And the numerator is the number of parts that we're working with. And the bottom number is called the denominator. And the denominator is the total number of equal parts. Now, when we're going back to the medicine wheel, our sacred number is 4. So everything happens in fours. And so we know that there are 4 directions, right? And so if we add in those extra 2 directions, we come up with the 4 directions. Now looking at it as a fraction stance, how many pieces are there altogether? 4. Good job. And how many do I have shaded in here? 2. Yep. So we have 2/4. That's how fractions work. Now, say we're going to add another fraction to it. We'll add the 4 directions. And we were just talking about east, right? So we'll just shade in one section. Now, what would the fraction look like here? How many do we have shaded in? 1. Good job. And how many pieces are there? 4. So we have 2/4 and we have 1/4. Now we're going to add those 2. So we have, again, 2/4 plus 1/4. Now the 2 top numbers will add together. And so how many is there? 2 plus 1 is 3. Good job. And the bottom number, we're going to keep it the same because in both circles, there's only 4. We're only talking about those 4 pieces. So it'll stay the same. So yep, the answer is 3/4. Now going back, this 3, this top number, what is it called? Right, it's called a numerator because it's the parts that we're working with. In this one, we had 2, right? And in this one, we had 1. And we added those together and we got 3. And the bottom number, what is that called? Right, it's called a denominator because there are 4 equal parts. Good job. Isn't it so much fun learning about fractions? Fractions are all around us in everything that we do, in all our life teachings. It's all connected. We're all parts of a whole.